everyone, thanks again for joining me on My Life on a Hill. My name is Tracy. I would like to apologize in advance for the twirling noise that you're going to hear in the background every so often. I'm sorry, but I have to do my laundry. Anyways, today I'm doing a tutu bag. The bag that I'm going to use is a black canvas bag. The measurement runs about from the top to the bottom, about 15 and a half by almost 14 inches. So just to give you an idea of the size of that. I'm taking a smaller size elastic, and how I'm going to do this to find the center. But first of all, we're going to fold it in half, mark it, and we know where we're going to put our tutu and how long we want it to be. We don't want it to be longer than this. So what I'm going to do to measure this is to put it almost from touching the side to the next side, and then I'm going to double it right there. Then I'm going to take my pin and pin it together so that I could go ahead and tie my tulle. For this project, I'm going to start with, of course, the canvas bag, the elastic, two tulle, which is red. I have a ribbon, which is white and red, and a little accessory. This is again for the hair. They're really cheap to get like at the 99-cent store, and you can do so much with it. And again, I'm going to put a rhinestone on top, preferably the word dance. So let's get started. What I'm going to do first is find something that this could fit around so that I can tie my my tulle. If you put it on the chair, it might be too wide, and by the time you're done, your tulle is all stretched out and too big. So let's go ahead and find something that this fits on, okay? Okay, I found this piece of wood that we had used for a desk, and it doesn't fit exactly, but it'll do the job. So since I already have my measurement and the elastic size, I'm just gonna take it off for a minute just to tie my tulle on it, and then when I get to the end, I can take it off and it's easier to handle than that. So I'm gonna make it a little bit like right there. I'm gonna pin it, and then we could start tying. How I'm gonna get my measurement, again, remember we have our center mark. I'm just going to, I really don't have the time to fold these in little pieces, pin them and cut them. So I'm just going to do like a rough sketch in my head. So I'm going to measure it by the mark and how low I want it. So I want it to go like maybe to right there. And then I'm going to cut it. And then continue measuring off. I'll probably measure off this whole roll because I normally use two tulle, maybe a little bit less than two tulle in order to do a tutu. Now, in between the tulle, I'm going to also string this beautiful ribbon so that also when I use it for the bow, it kind of blends in, okay? So let me go ahead and cut these off, then I'll be back when I go ahead and tie them. Okay guys, I pretty much took what I had left on here, which was pretty much a lot, and I cut them off. But one way that I found was easier for me also was laying down the ruler, and I measured the first cut that I liked, measured about 18 inches. So I went and I rolled it off piece by piece, and I just cut 18 inches. And this is what I have here, but I know I'm going to need more. So let's go ahead and put that aside and take our board, and we're going to start to tie. In the previous tutu outfit that I have done, I showed you that I just basically put it in there, equal it, and tie. Today I'm going to try something else different. We're going to do the loop effect, okay? Which is just basically have a loop, put it through, pull, and join it, and tie. And that's what we're going to be doing throughout the whole elastic. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, save you the stress of watching me do that, and we'll be back with a finished tutu. Okay guys, I finished my tulle, but I didn't tie it at the back or at the end because I'm going to go ahead and glue it down. I already have my glue on in the middle, so now I'm going to stretch it a little bit, move it out the way. Okay guys, I decided with this bag that I was only going to do one side. What happened was it was coming really fluffy, and I said, well, you know what, let me just try it right there. Plus too, when the child is holding the bag, you don't want to itchy, so we're going to stop right there for now. Next time, next bag that I do, I will continue all the way back. And another thing that I had to eliminate was basically the every 5 tutu that I tied. I was going to put one of these in the middle. What happened, I ran out of it. I only had enough to make 2 bows. So this is what I have. Nothing in the back. And then now I'm going to go ahead and glue on my bow at the end. Now while that's drying, let me show what I have here inside this box. I'm not going to put it too high. I am currently making the dance rhinestone template to go in, which is also going to be in red, to put on the top of my bag right here. So when I'm back, I'm going to go ahead and show you the final results. Okay guys, this is the final results, and I went ahead and did the dance rhinestone on there, and I did the bow with the little hair accessory on there. Anyways, thanks again for joining me on my life on a hill, and please don't forget to subscribe, and you have a wonderful day.